What's going on, guys? About to show you my ground turkey recipe. Okay, so one big misconception that people have when it comes to eating healthy is that food has to be bland. Okay, listen, in order to build muscle and burn fat, you have to be in a calorie deficit. Your muscles don't have taste buds, okay? So just because a food is bland doesn't mean it's gonna give you results. You want your food to taste good in order for you to adhere to your diet, okay? And one thing that I really take pride in doing is making these foods that are quote unquote known as bland and boring and make them taste delicious, you know? So I'm gonna show you my ground turkey recipe, okay? What you're gonna need are these ingredients right here. I have 1 onion chopped, about 4 portobello mushrooms chopped, some oil spray, and some garlic paste. This is a key ingredient right here, okay? Himalayan pink salt, you can use regular salt, and this is a key ingredient also, okay? This seasoning is by Dangold, right? Or the Gourmet Collection. You can find this in like TJ Maxx, okay? But if you can't find this in TJ Maxx, you can always get it on Amazon, but I recommend you go to your local TJ Maxx or Home Goods to get this because it's a lot cheaper. When you get in Home Goods, it's about $3, whereas like in Amazon it can be like $13. But this is key ingredient right here, and this is a key ingredient, the garlic paste, right? So first things first, you're gonna turn up your heat, your pan to high, okay? Medium to high. I like starting at high just to let the pan heat up. So I already heated up the pan, okay? I'm just gonna spray a little bit of spray just to grease up the pan. And then I'm gonna saute the veggies, the onions and the mushrooms, okay? So this goes in first. So right here. I just made a mess. All right. So mushrooms and onions go in first, okay? So what's awesome about mushrooms and onions is that they don't add a lot of calories to your food, okay? They're vegetables. They're what I call low calorie dense foods. You gotta have low calorie dense foods in your diet in order to keep yourself full for little calories, okay? Remember, we're on a diet right now, so we gotta eat a lot of food for little calories. Low calorie dense foods, you know, helps with that, okay? That's exactly what low calorie dense foods are. So here I'm just gonna saute until this shrinks, okay? So we'll just toss it around. So you want to keep cooking this until the onions turn translucent. Very important. That means it's very well cooked, okay? So once the onions are almost kind of see-through, that's when you move on to the next step. All right, next thing you're gonna add is the garlic paste, okay? So for every teaspoon, it's 15 calories, okay? So you wanna be careful with how much you put. Every teaspoon is 5 grams. So what I'm gonna do is weigh it out just so you guys can see how many grams I actually put in this, okay? So first, I'm gonna put it on the food scale. Okay, so it's zeroed out. All right, now I'm gonna put it in the pan so you guys can see. So look here, I put about that much, which is about, let's see how many grams that is. Okay, so that's 15 grams. Okay, so this is roughly around 15 grams, which equates to about 45 calories, which is not gonna kill you, okay? You're not gonna get fat eating 45 calories, okay? And it's gonna be spread throughout. So then you just stir that in, okay? Oh, it's getting burned, I'm lower the heat. This is going horribly wrong. All right. So now this, what you're gonna do is put the vegetables to the side and you're gonna add the ground turkey, okay? So you can get your oil spray, spray a little bit more, okay, just to grease it up. Then you're gonna add the ground turkey. Just throw it in there. Boom. Right. Now you're gonna add the seasonings, okay? Himalayan pink salt. Just gonna sprinkle this on there. Okay. And salt is not bad for you, okay? If you work out and you sweat, you need salt. The only time when salt may be controlled is when you're about to step on stage, you know, for a show, but most of you are not trying to step on stage, alright? So, next, I'm gonna add the seasonings, the paprika, lemon, and lime seasoning by the Gourmet Collection. This is key. What's really good about this seasoning is that it's all natural spices and herbs, okay? And it's just blended in a way to make it taste good. It doesn't have any added sugar or nothing crazy, okay? So this is a really good seasoning. Just gonna mash this in. Just toss it around. Okay, then I'm gonna start mixing in the veggies. Okay, mix in the veggies. Toss it in. Super simple. Super simple. But it's gonna taste amazing, I promise. Alright, so now that the veggies are mixed in, I'm just gonna turn up the heat back to high, close to high, just so the meat can cook in well with the veggies, considering everything's still raw. So just cook it, just let it cook and keep tossing it until everything is nice and brown. Okay, this is the technique right here. You chop it and you toss it around. Chop, toss and chop. Always keep good form, okay? You don't want to get sprain your back tossing ground turkey. Good form always.
Your core tight.
Gotta keep your core tight. So you know it's ready once it starts sizzling, okay? Once everything's nice and brown and it's sizzling, that's when you know it's ready, okay?
Thanks, Dana.
So it's almost done cooking, but what I'm gonna do now is, now that it's almost done, I'm gonna add more seasoning and more salt, okay? This is gonna really get the flavors to absorb, so just a little bit more. I'm just gonna cover it. Boom. Sprinkle generously, okay? And then some salt. Remember, if you sweat, if you train hard in the gym, it's okay to have salt. You actually need it. It's important for muscle contraction and hydration, okay? So salt doesn't have any calories, okay? So don't be scared of salt. It's not gonna kill you, alright? So then you keep mixing in and keep tossing it till it's sizzling, okay? Until all the water's evaporated. As you can see, the ground turkey, all of the water's pretty much evaporated and it's sizzling, okay? Everything's nice and cooked, everything's nice and brown, you know, so it's pretty much done. That's how you know. If you scrape it like this and there's like no water, okay, or little water and it's sizzling, that's when you know the turkey's absorbed all of the seasonings and it's done. So now I'm just gonna put this in the Tupperware. I got this huge Tupperware from Target. Okay, you get this. Grab your Tupperware or wherever you store your food. Okay, and transfer it over. Boom. This is gonna be fire. Now this is optional, okay? Some people like cilantro, other people don't. I personally love cilantro, and so this cilantro on this ground turkey recipe is amazing. So I'm just gonna chop up some cilantro, just enough, not too much. Okay, again, this is optional. Just gonna grab it, throw it in there. Boom. And then what I like to do, get my Tupperware, close it, just shake it. Make sure the cilantro gets mixed in there. Check this out. Boom. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how I make my ground turkey recipe. Food doesn't have to be boring, okay? This is how you adhere to a diet. You gotta make sure the foods that you make taste good, okay? Because if you're hating your life and you're eating bland, dry ground turkey, you're never gonna adhere to your diet. You're never gonna stick to it. You're gonna give up, okay? So add seasonings to your food. Use this garlic paste, okay? Garlic paste and red onions or sweet onions is always a base for when I'm cooking ground turkey or ground beef. It adds a lot of flavor to your food. So I hope you enjoyed this video, hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Last thing, if you like the video, please like the video, share with someone you think will find this helpful, and save it. Save the video so you can try this recipe out. I promise you it tastes really good. Food doesn't have to be boring, okay? Food doesn't have to be boring. You can enjoy the foods you eat and still make gains, all right? Let's go.